Hello, my friends. Welcome back to English Unplugged. Here, we talk about simple ways to improve your English, real tips that work, and easy methods you can use every day. I'm Jack, and today I want to share with you one of the most powerful secrets in learning English: the power of listening. Many learners believe that English is mainly about grammar rules, word lists, and exams. And yes, grammar and vocabulary are helpful. They have their place, but they are not the heart of language learning. The real foundation is listening. Listening is the doorway to fluency, and today we are going to dive deep into it. Part 1. The natural way of learning. Think for a moment about how a baby learns a language. A baby never opens a grammar book. A baby never memorizes vocabulary lists or practices verb tenses. A baby never takes tests or writes essays. Instead, a baby simply listens. Day after day, month after month, the baby listens. The baby listens to parents speaking, to family conversations, to the sounds of the world around. The baby absorbs the language like a sponge. And then, after many months of listening, something magical happens. Words begin to come out naturally. The baby doesn't think about grammar. The baby doesn't feel stress or fear. The words simply flow. This is the natural order. First, lots of listening, and then speaking begins to grow on its own. Part 2. What adults forget. But when we grow up and become adults, we forget this natural process. We try to learn in the opposite way. We open grammar books. We memorize vocabulary. We take endless notes. We try to force language into our brains with rules and drills. The result? It feels heavy. It feels stressful. It feels slow. That is why many learners can understand English a little, know some rules, know some words, but when they try to speak, nothing comes out. They hesitate, they get nervous, and they feel stuck. Does this sound familiar? If yes, you are not alone. Millions of learners around the world face this same problem. The solution is not more grammar, not more drills, but simply going back to the natural path, listening first, speaking later. Part 3. Why listening feels hard. Now maybe you are thinking, but Jack, listening is very difficult. And yes, it feels hard at the beginning. Native speakers often talk very fast. They connect words together. They use slang, idioms, and cultural expressions. Sometimes you may feel like the words are flying past your ears too quickly. You may catch a few sounds, but not the whole meaning. And you may think, this is impossible. I will never understand. But let me tell you, this is completely normal. In fact, it is part of the process. When you start listening, you don't need to understand every word. You don't need to translate each sentence into your language. You only need to listen and allow your brain to adapt. Think of it like exercise. On the first day at the gym, lifting weights feels impossible. But if you keep going every day, your muscles grow stronger. Listening is exactly the same for your brain. The more you listen, the stronger your brain becomes. Part 4. Listening is like music. Let's compare language with music. When you listen to a song, do you translate every note? No. You simply enjoy the rhythm. You feel the melody. You let yourself be carried by the sound. Language works the same way. English has its own rhythm, melody, and music. At first, it may sound like noise, but with repeated listening, your brain begins to notice patterns. You start to recognize where words begin and end. You hear the stress and intonation of sentences. Slowly, phrases become clear. Sentences become easier. Meaning begins to flow. So when you listen, don't treat it like solving a math problem. Treat it like listening to music. Let the rhythm wash over you. Let the sounds enter your ears again and again. Part 5. Shadowing, a powerful tool. One of the best techniques to combine listening and speaking is called shadowing. Shadowing means listening to someone speak and repeating the words at the same time. You do not pause, you do not stop, and you do not translate. You simply copy the sound immediately with your own voice. Let me explain how you can practice shadowing step by step. 1. Choose simple audio, something where you understand about 70%. If it is too easy, you will not learn. If it is too hard, you will feel frustrated. 2. Listen once without speaking. Just enjoy the flow, the sound, and the rhythm. Don't take notes. Don't repeat. Just listen. 3. Listen again and shadow. As the speaker talks, repeat immediately. Copy the sounds, the stress, and the rhythm. Don't stop for mistakes. Keep going. 4. Repeat many times. At first it feels strange. The second time it feels a little easier. By the 5th or 6th time, your mouth begins to move naturally. After many repetitions, it becomes automatic. This is shadowing. And if you do it every day, even for 10 or 20 minutes, your English will transform. Part 6. Real-life examples. Let me share 2 short stories. Story 1. Maria from Brazil studied English for many years in school. She knew grammar rules and could pass exams, but when she met tourists, she froze. She could not speak. Then she changed her method. She listened to podcasts for 1 hour every evening while cooking dinner. She did shadowing practice with short dialogues. After 6 months, she surprised herself. She could have conversations without translating in her head. Story 2. Ravi from India was preparing for a job interview in an international company. He read many English books but still felt nervous about speaking. His coach told him, "Stop reading for a while. Just listen." Ravi spent 20 minutes every morning shadowing short motivational speeches. Slowly, his confidence grew. In his interview, he spoke fluently, and he got the job. Both Maria and Ravi discovered the same secret. listening first, speaking second. Part 7. Daily Listening Habits. Now let's talk about practical daily habits. How can you make listening part of your life? While walking, put on earphones and listen to a podcast. While driving or commuting, play an audiobook or radio in English. While cooking or cleaning, play simple English videos in the background. Before sleeping, listen to a short story or conversation. Even if it is just 10 to 15 minutes a day, these small habits add up. Remember, language learning is not about speed. It is about consistency. A small habit repeated daily creates big results. Part 8. Patience and progress. Now, one important thing, be patient with yourself. At first, you will feel confused. You may feel like you are not improving. But trust me, your brain is learning silently. One day, you will suddenly notice. You understand a podcast without subtitles. You follow a movie scene more easily. You join a conversation and words come out smoothly. Progress in language is often invisible for a long time, and then suddenly visible all at once. So don't give up. Be patient. Trust the process. Part 9. 3 key messages. Let me summarize today's episode with 3 simple but powerful messages. 1. Listen more. Make listening the heart of your English practice. Not grammar, not writing. Listening first. 2. Shadow often. Choose simple audio and repeat it many times. Don't worry about mistakes. 3. Be patient. Fluency takes time. Trust the natural process. Thank you so much for listening to English Unplugged, the podcast. I'm Jack, and I truly believe that every small step takes you closer to fluency. Keep listening, keep practicing, and never stop believing in yourself. Join me again in the next episode, where we'll explore another simple but powerful way to boost your English. Until then, take care, stay motivated, and happy learning. If you liked it, please subscribe our channel for more episodes.